They say commitment is sticking with something long after the feeling you made it in is gone. So basically, what that means is you're running on hope and faith and, you know, the belief that you had when you first made a commitment to something. And I know what that's like because I've given up on a lot of things. And, looking back, should I have stuck with it longer and waited for a better outcome? And maybe I just wasn't patient long enough. And what about gig work? Is it time to move on, or is it time to keep holding on and hoping and wishing and believing that it's going to get better? I mean, if you're burnt out and you know that, gig work has been good in the past to you or been good on some days, and, you just keep getting up and hustling and hoping that today's going to be a good day. And why is that? Why do we do that? Do we stick with it because it's the only thing that we have going for us? Do we stick with it because we really enjoy it? Do we stick with it because we don't believe that there's any other better way? I'd like to know. Leave me a comment down below and tell me what it is that, makes it so that you have to stick with gig work. Now, I got into gig work because I love the idea of working for myself and the idea that I could make as much money as I wanted whenever I wanted. And what I found was a completely different model, which, as it turns out, I actually was working for the AI man, and I wasn't able to make as much as I wanted whenever I wanted. Yeah, I had some freedom with autonomy and working for myself and, those kind of things, but I wasn't really completely in control. And, that got a little bit frustrating, and it made me think, well, what do I need to do so that I can, have, better control? Yeah, sure, I could start my own business, which I've done before. And there's a lot of different hats you got to wear when you're trying to operate a business. I mean, you got to be the guy that does the marketing, does the sales, does the closing, does the hiring, does the firing, does the setting up of the job. And, you got to control every aspect. You got to do inventory, and you got to get materials. And now, sure, you can scale and delegate, but I mean, when you're first starting out and you don't have the money to hire somebody to take on all these different tasks, it's a lot of work. So what's the other way that you can, get into a different type of situation where you're still somewhat in control, or, you have a system that you can tap into, that you can, you can be almost certain that it's going to work. Well, sometimes systems are just not that reliable, or they're not as predictable. And right now I'm involved in a side project that I believe is going to continue to put me into a place where I can just completely replace my gig work earnings. So what that means is that while I'm still, kind of having to do gig work, I'm going to be able to keep allowing this system that I've tapped into to work for me on autopilot. And I apologize. Some of these videos, I kind of made a commitment that I was gonna not do any more editing. I mean, at first, I love editing the videos and stuff, but I figured that maybe I could just come on here and be a little bit more authentic, and try to just, show all my flaws and my any skills that I might have, just be totally raw. So I've had some hating comments, and that's okay. I've learned to get a thick skin, and any hating comments just really is a reflection of the person themselves. And, I mean, hurt people, usually. I mean, that's been my experience. Anyway, I'm getting really off track here. So what I want to say is that I've tapped into a system that I know is able to produce the kind of results that that will allow me to just completely replace my gig earnings. And it's amazing. It really is. It's such a cool automation. I mean, it's something that just works on autopilot in the background. And The best way that I can explain is by allowing you to check it out for yourself to the link that's in the description or the pinned comments. It's quitgigwork.com. Quitgigwork.com. Pretty simple. And you would go there and watch the video and read through the sales copy. And if you still aren't getting your answers, you're getting your questions answered, leave me a comment down below and I will respond. If you don't understand what the system is all about, and after you've joined for free even, and gotten a look at the dashboard, and my contact information is there. So just, I don't know. I mean, if you don't check it out, if you're just going to rely on me to share all the details, you're going to miss out, because I can only put in so much information in a short video. I mean, this thing is humongous in its scope and its scalability. And all I can tell you is that it looks like to me that it's going to be one of the best opportunities that I have tapped into in a long time. And I've tried a lot of different opportunities, and the way that it's designed to be scalable and profitable is incredible. And all I can tell you is that if you check it out, I'd like to know what you think from you're checking it out. You look at it and let me know in the comments down below, right there. Let me know what your thoughts are about it. And if you have any more questions, get with me. That's quitgigwork.com. It's in the description and the pinned comments. And I will see you on the next video.